I think what is gonna make me stand out between the other chefs is gonna be the ideas that I have from Latin America. I want to show them that all of these weird flavor combinations that I have in my mind, I can bring it all together in the good way. The inspiration behind the dish is my experiences living in Nicaragua. Mostly it's for my memories of this land.
What's your dish?
My dish is a mackerel with tomato cucumber salad, mussels with mole sauce.
A tomato-based sauce with chocolate, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And nuts.
And nuts.
With this chicken jalapeno velouté, I'm gonna make bubbles of this.
You do realise this is unusual, don't you?
I know.
Tell me why I'm gonna like it.
Because it's different. Because it's challenging, because it's risky.
You are cutting edge.
I know.
There's some big flavours going on with this dish because you do have the mackerel, you have the spicy mussels, you have the salsa, you have the jalapeno peppers, and then there's chocolate in this dish. I'm intrigued, I'm excited, but I'm incredibly nervous for this dish.
I just love the fact that there's a lot of things here that I've not tried before. Whether or not they work out remains to be seen. But I love the passion that Raquel has for this dish.
15 minutes, guys. 15 minutes left, please.
My signature dish today, I think, is quite a peasant dish. It's very rustic, very traditional, but it's well put together and the flavor works. I know for a fact the flavor works. I like this dish a lot. I would eat it every day. So I'm gonna make pan-roasted wood pigeon. We've got confit leg. It's served with a carrot puree with cardamom, rosemary cream, and it's finished with a jus with a little bit of masala.
It sounds like a simple dish to me.
I wanted to keep it to the very simple to kind of show off that I could make the most of the flavor out of each ingredient and how they go together as well.
You're the only chef in the room not cooking a fish.
I've noticed that, yeah.
Pigeon needs to be cooked perfectly well. He's cooking it off the bone. He certainly can't afford to dry the pigeon breast out, that's for sure.
The confit pigeon legs, they need to gently confit slowly. If it boils, it will just deep fry and it'll dry out. There's a rosemary cream, a carrot puree, and a pigeon sauce. So other than the pigeon, there's not many textures on this plate.
You have just 10 minutes left. Three minutes, guys. Look, there are a few empty plates in this kitchen, which worries me. You've got 30 seconds.
First up is Freddie, whose signature dish is pan-fried sea bass on a bed of creamed cabbage and bacon, with a garnish of parsnip puree, fondant potatoes, baby carrots, baby turnips, crispy shallots, and nasturtium leaves, served with a red wine sauce.
You've come in here and done exactly what we wanted you to do. Not show us the future. You can do that down the line. You've just come in here, Freddie, and you've cooked an outstanding plate of food, and that's all we can ask from you. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Andy's dish, another lamb dish. It's the third lamb dish in the kitchen today, but the difference is that Andy is using a water bath. Reason for sous vide and water bath is to relax and to cook it perfectly well. All he needs to do now is just roll it in the pan, add a little bit more flavour to it, but look after it and rest it well.
Andy has a tomato dressing going with the dish. If he was doing more sort of Provençal flavours, then yeah, the tomato would completely fit in with the lamb dish. But he's serving it with asparagus and peas, so I'm not sure how this is coming together.
You have 15 minutes left, please. 15.
Neil's dish is a squab pigeon breast. He's serving this with juniper jus, some braised baby leeks, sautéed mushrooms. It's also got poached quail's eggs on the dish, purple kale, chicken mousse, black truffle puree and pine nuts. Wow, he has got a lot going on with this dish. He's really going to need to work fast to get this dish looking good and tasting better. Tell me about the inspiration behind the dish.
For me, this dish represents the forest. Living in Wales at the moment, there's some lovely forest areas around us, and being able to go and forage in these areas is just fantastic. It's lovely produce, and it's right on our doorstep.
How good has it now got to be to reverse what happened in the first round?
It's got to be the best you've tasted all day for me to get back from that skills test.
You seem to have more to do than everybody else. So can you get this done?
I can, yes.
But it's a push, right?
It's a push, but I'm going to get it done.
I think in a competition like this, you've got one shot to show what you can do, and after the skills tests, it would mean the world to me. Just for them to smile at my food, you know, just for them to enjoy what I've cooked, it would mean the world to me.
You have 5 minutes, chefs, please. Just 5 minutes.
The lamb, just a little bit overcooked, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with all the other elements.
2 minutes, please, chefs.
My lamb just needs to be a bit more cooked.
You have a minute. You have 1 minute. That is all you have. Come on, Neil. Kill him. Where's your lamb?
Ready to go, chef.
Come on, 30 seconds. Stop! Time's up.
Olivia is serving butter roasted turbot with a garnish of yellow courgettes, sprouting broccoli, charred white asparagus, crispy chicken skin and sea herbs on a bed of wild garlic and broccoli puree. Finished with a chicken butter sauce.
Wow, what a dish full of flavour. The broccoli wild garlic puree underneath really sets the tone for this dish. It's got a real big, bold flavour. Your vegetable cookery and the choice of them, absolutely brilliant because they all work in harmony with each other. Love the chicken skin, it works a treat. You've got a good thick sauce, so it wraps around everything and really makes everything taste absolutely delicious. I am a big fan of this dish. I think it's absolutely sensational.
Chefs, you have 30 minutes left, please. 30 minutes.
I feel like I've got a lot to do, considering how horrendous the skills test was. I am very competitive, even over the smallest things. Even popping peas. I would make it a competition. I'm doing a roasted fillet of stone bass, and I'm serving it with a roasted celeriac fondant, celeriac puree, an apple pomme puree, an apple puree, braised celery, and then a side of celeriac jus.
Sam, forgive me, your love is pastry.
Yes.
Right? Why would you not do something sweet?
When I've done it for people, I've put it on in a restaurant, the customers liked it, my chefs liked it. I want to show that I have a variety of skills.
Stone bass comes from the sea bass family. It's a great alternative, beautiful fish. Sam is going to pan fry it, so you want the skin crispy, lovely and flaky when it's cooked, and we don't want him to dry it out.
I'm a little bit concerned as to what is going to be the predominant flavour, and is that stone bass going to be camouflaged by all that apple and celeriac?
For my signature dish, I'm bringing to the judges Nikkei cuisine. Nikkei cuisine is the discipline of the Japanese cooking with South American ingredients without them clashing. It is innovative, it is different. There are ingredients and elements in it that probably they haven't seen before or haven't tasted before. So it is a big risk.
George, what's your signature dish?
I'm gonna give you a Nikkei salmon tostada, which is a ceviche with South American chilies. And everything is gonna rest on palm hearts, and I'm gonna give you a Japanese broth, lemongrass and ginger dashi.
Am I right? There is a huge Japanese influence in South America?
Absolutely. Brazil has the biggest Japanese community outside of Japan. So I'm very excited to show you guys this.
I really am intrigued about this dish. Ceviche is a raw marinated fish, and the base of this is what is called a tiger's milk. The tiger's milk normally has a lot of chili and lime running through it, but George is using Amazonian chili. They pack some heat. Personally, I love it.
A good dashi broth is a good, strong, fishy broth, tasty, delicious, with a hint of lemongrass. It's got to carry this dish. It also needs to work with all the other elements.
You have 20 minutes left.
Binder, you look very well organised. What are you cooking?
I'm doing a Kerala spice mackerel, using a lot of spice from the southern part of India. So I'm serving that with a mooli salad, curry leaves, and it's going with a gooseberry chutney.
Not a great deal of cooking.
Not a great deal of cooking, but it's all about, you know, balancing the flavour and balancing the spice, which is very difficult to balance it out. I love the spices from South India. I love the curry leaves. I love the black pepper. So this dish is, you know, has got a very special place in my heart. It's going to be me on the plate.
Our binder is just going to be warming the mackerel onto the salamander. So he's not going to pan fry it. It's been marinated, and it's just going to gently warm through. He doesn't want to overcook it. It does sound simple, but it's all about the balance, the enjoyment of the flavours all working together.
Pickled black mooli, deep-fried curry leaves just brings something very different to this dish. And it sounds exciting. It sounds like something I really want to try.
You have 5 minutes, chefs, please. Last 5 minutes.
Cooking of the quail's come out perfect. Last couple of bits on the plate and we're ready to go.
Anything could be better than last round.
You have 1 minute left. Time's up. Stop.
Sam's signature dish is roasted stone bass with a celeriac fondant, sautéed mushrooms, braised celery, a celeriac puree, an apple pomme puree, and a parmesan and hazelnut crisp, finished with a cider and celeriac jus.
Sam, when I read your dish and I heard you talk about it, it just didn't sound right. Too many purees, too many combinations of things. But you've absolutely nailed the dish for me. I think it's sensational. The celeriac, all the different ways you put it on the plate was just right in proportion. And the sauce is an absolute delight. That's a great dish. Well done, you.
I am very competitive and, you know, I compete before doing boxing. But this one is a different skill. It's what I love the most, cooking.
Are you feeling better now that you're cooking your own food?
Yes, indeed. More confident about this one. Yep, it's my favorite dish, so.
Oh, what is it?
A duck breast with shiitake mushroom, with pak choy, fondant potato. And also I have 5-spice jus.
Why do you like this dish so much?
I've had a little bit of an experiment just to fusion a bit of the French and Asian style dish, like with the 5-spice, and it tastes quite good.
What do you want to happen now in this competition? What do you want?
Hopefully I get in to the next round. Got a lot to show with my skills, especially with the Asian dishes as well. So, yeah, So fingers crossed.
I love duck. Hopefully she cooks it beautifully, renders down the fat. We have nice pink duck breast.
Gerald's got a lovely combination of different flavours and ingredients going on. The 5-spice needs to be roasted in the pan to bring out that beautiful flavour, and the sauce needs to taste of the 5-spice. The most important thing about potato fondants is they've got to be cooked all the way through, and they need to be oozing lots of beautiful butter.
I'm putting everything into this competition. I just need to go into second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth gear and show them what I've got.
So today I've got fillet of red mullet, scales left on and basted with hot oil to crisp up the scales. Shellfish sauce, crab, I'm picking down the white meat, raw apple and pickled cauliflower.
So you're cooking it with the scales on, but to do that, the oil's got to be super hot. It's got to be so hot so that the scales actually crisp up, isn't it? So that's what you're doing.
I think I can do this. I want to prove to you that I can do this.
Are you naturally competitive then?
I like to think so, yeah. I like to win, that's for sure. I think I can go all the way.
Let's start with getting this dish right. I like the way that Steve's going to cook the red mullet. He's going to sort of flake up the scales and then using this really hot oil to pour on top. And that will actually sort of crisp up the scales. It's a beautiful way to cook the fish. It's a bit tricky, he's got to get this spot on.
Steve's got some tomato running through his sauce. It's a fish sauce, which is made from the bones of the red mullet and the bones and the shells of the crab meat too. It needs to be beautifully balanced with the crab and work in harmony with the rest of the dish.
You have 4 minutes. Chefs, this is getting a little bit too close. You have a minute.
It was a hot display.
30 seconds. Your time is up. Stop. Thank you, chefs.
First up is Adam, whose signature dish is lobster and smoked salmon-filled raviolo, topped with salmon caviar, served with lobster bisque and dill oil.
It's been a hard day in the kitchen today, but it gives me great pleasure to say that that was absolutely delicious. The pasta is cooked very, very well. The mix inside is fantastic. The sauce is rich and packed full of flavour. Really good job.
Jan is also making gnocchi with nettle. I saw him prepare the cooking liquor. He's taken the water from which he's blanched the nettles, added the fish bones to it to get some flavour through it, like a stock. He's then going to cook his gnocchi in the stock to get more flavour through it. Very clever.
This competition really pushes you. It's very stressful, yeah. Just kind of a big 6'4" fat chef just walking around, just losing his mind. Oh my God.
Chefs, 2 minutes, please.
Just putting the final tweaks, making sure everything's tasting good, ready for the judges.
Final 60 seconds on your biggest dish in the competition so far. That's it. Time's up. Well done.
Well done. Oh, okay. I'm worried that mine's just meat and veg in like 2 hours just for meat and veg.
Could be worse, mate. Mine's just potato.
Jan's Dover sole has been filled with a ginger and lime zest mousse, served with fennel puree, nettle gnocchi, mussels, pickled mushrooms, crispy elderflower, and an elderflower fennel and star anise consommé.
The gnocchi is fantastic. It's light, it's got flavour to it, the nettle. Everything about this dish I love. There's not one bit about the dish I don't like. I think the presentation is excellent, it's skillful, and it's well thought out.